playing Bonifacio outside of the Bayani figure that he's usually known for as a partner of Kaoryang, as a more domestic role. And how do you feel that this would change the public's perception of Bonifacio? Thank you.
That was a long one. Can you repeat that?
Sure. What was your experience like playing Bonifacio outside of the Bayani figure that he's usually known for as a partner of Kaoryang and as a more of a domestic figure sa buhay niya? And how do you feel that this might change the public perception of Bonifacio in the public's eyes?
Well, we all know. I mean, we all know him already. Many of his characteristics, alam na natin. Are there other stuff that we need to know about Andres? Kilala na natin siya eh.
Yeah. Pero siguro, to reinforce, for example, some of the issues of Bonifacio's life. For example, bakit siya unang presidente? Bakit tinuturing siya ng ibang historian ng unang presidente? Lumalabas din dito yun. At kasama si Oriak doon sa kwento na yun. Sa Barangay.
Oh, is it? Yeah. Tell me, answer, sorry.
Miss Ellen is going to answer your previous question.
Yes, I want to answer your question kasi that's very strong for me. Alam nyo, hindi naman yung sinabi ko, kailangan meron rin women heroes, no? But naniniwala ko kasi hindi naman nakikompetensya, no? But I just feel, iba kasi mag-isip ang lalaki, iba sila tumingin sa problema, at iba rin sila mag-solve ng solution. Ganon din ang mga babae, no? So aside from that they play a big role, there's a different perspective, no? So itong pelikulang to, kung sinasabi nyo, kilala na natin si Andres Bonifacio. Si Oriang, di ba natin masyadong kilala, no? But it is actually a reframing. A reframing of a story that we have studied, perhaps. Diba? Like, ano ba ibig sabihin ng hero? Diba? You have all these historical films, of course, some of whom are anti-heroes, probably, no? Ano ba yung value? Combat ba? Alam niyo, nung natalo kami nun sa festival, o hindi kami napili, rather, one of the things that was said was, parang walang combat scenes. Yung ba ang mark ng heroism? To go to combat? Physical? Magaling nga pumatay. Pero ano naman ang vision para sa isang bayan, di ba? What values do women, you will find that out, maybe, no? Like, what kind of values did Oriang represent? What do women, no? Not that for all, no? But kasi iba yung experience ng women, eh. They bring a different values, no? So it really needs to be a partnership. So hindi pwedeng lalaki lang. Hindi na ang mundo ngayon, di ba? Ang daming gera. Di ba? I think that's part of it, no? Yung sinasabi mo, the feminist lens. It's bringing also the values that women will bring. And in particular, of course, she's not just any other woman. She's actually ahead of her time. You will see, pag pinanood yung film, tandaan ninyo na women's suffrage came in 1937. She was born 1875. Nag-revolution siya ng 1897. Tama ba? She was 22. Diba? 21, 22. Nagkaroon siya ng trial. Pag nakita niyo yung trial, what she brings in. And then in 1928, gumawa siya ng autobiography at saka 10 10 tagubilin para sa mga kabataan. Na pag narinig nyo, magtataka kayo. Kasing ganda ng mga quotation ni Jose Rizal. Diba? Si Jose Rizal sabi niya, the youth is the hope of the motherland. Siya sabi niya, kabataan, pandayin nyo isang interest na makakatulong sa bayan. I mean, ang dami-dami niya. No? That was before women's suffrage. She had an autobiography. Among the women of that year, halos wala. Wala akong alam. Isa lang yata, no? I'm not sure, si Marina Dizon. Pero halos walang nagsusulat at that time. Okay? Yon. Anong values? Gusto natin magtanong ng tao, ano ba ang hero? No?
I think I have a question. I have an answer to your question. After may oras, buti na lang. So, si Direk. But you were asking about the effect of Cam with Andres to me. But I think you will see the nuances also in the film na kung paano siya tumingin kay Kaoryang na okay, di lang pala lalaki ang ang kayang gumawa nito. Yung paghanga niya sa kanyang partner at sa mga babae in general. So, makikita mo yung paghangad niya na sana mas alam nito ng mga iba pang lalaki na hindi lang mga lalaki ang dapat maging leaders. Makikita mo sa nuances niya na mas gusto ko na hindi lang pala lalaki ang ang gagalaw. So, that effect to me as an actor, as a man, gave me, showed me different respect for women. And we all see it now. The women empowerment, that movement is very strong, and we should respect that. And totoo yung sinasabi, kahit very cliche, na no one is above anyone. Kayang lumebel ang mga babae. And now that I'm a husband, a father, nagbago din tingin ko sa asawa ko na hindi ako abot dito kung wala tayong partner na makakatulak sa atin. And that goes the same way for women and their partners also.
Thank you, Rocco. Yes, unfortunately, wala na tayong oras. Sige, later on we'll have a chance to ask some questions. And napakaganda ng diskusyon, no? Like, yung mga sinabi nila, lagi natin tandaan, women hold half the sky. At ang mga kababaihan ay may iba't ibang pamamaraan ng pagkatuto at ng values nga, sabi niya, no? At kung paano tayo, yung kaalaman ng mga kababaihan ay iba din. So, napakagandang opportunity ito para ma-discover din natin at ma-appreciate natin ang role ng kababaihan sa kilusan, sa paglaban para sa bayan. At syempre, ngayon naman nais natin panoorin yung video, no, mula sa isang Oriang na hindi natin kasama ngayon, no, from Miss Lovie po. Can you please roll the video? Thank you.
This is Lovie Po. Gusto ko lang po pasalamat sa Kongreso. Maraming salamat po for giving space to Gregoria de Jesus, Ka-Oriang, and her story. Ang laban niya noon wasn't just against colonizers, pero laban din sa posibilidad na makalimutan. A struggle that still feels close to home today, when truth is often challenged. And that's why the bill to institutionalize the study of Filipina heroes is so meaningful and very timely. It's a form of justice for those whom history has overlooked. At sa ating mga leaders po, sana'y patuloy natin bantayan ang ating collective memory as fiercely as we guard our freedom. And in these divided times, may we remember what Ka-Oriang and the Katipunan stood for. They stood for truth, dignity, and equality for all. Kaya inaanyayahan ko po kayong lahat to watch Gregoria de Jesus Lakambini starting November 5, and don't forget to share it with your friends, family, and community. Let's keep her story alive.
Thank you very much, Ms. Lovie po. At gaya po ng sabi niya, this is a constant journey, no, to discover the truth. And also, bigyan natin ng pagkakataon na itampok ang mga kababaihan sa mga pelikula at sa mga palabas na tungkol sa kabayanihan. Dahil hindi lamang po mga kalalakihan ang may kabayanihan, kundi ang mga kababaihan din. And to close our press conference, I'd like to call on again our creative producer, Ms. Ellen Okiko Marfil.
Okay, I think much has been said about our fight for women. No? To acknowledge a woman leader of the past is to empower women of today. Pero through Oriang also, that is also a gateway to look back at the past. Alam niyo si Ricky Lee, of course, di ba? National artist. Ricky Lee always says sa mga story, sa mga scriptwriting workshops, kapag may problema kayo sa kasalukuyan, tumingin kayo sa nakaraan. Baka mahanap nyo yung solusyon. So I hope the film will also be a great way to reflect on the past. Sabi nga ni, ang ganda nung sinabi ni Rocco, no? Nag-change yung perspective niya. Tingin natin kay Andres, di ba? Mayabang, kaya sa natalo. You will see a different Andres here, actually. Reframing nga, pati yung pagtingin sa the past, what is the truth there? Kailangan to ngayon ng mga young people, no? Kasi nadidepress sila. Sabi ng isang descendant, okay, she's not here. She said, right after seeing the film, ang sakit pala makita ng kung anong na-endure ng lola mo, sabi niya. But another descendant also said, but it's also nice to see the greatness, there was greatness in the past. I think the young people need something. Saan ba sila huhugot ngayon ng lakas? Dahil we have many messy affairs, no? So I hope that film could also be a source of inspiration, of truth, and finding a way to move on. Yun po ang amin. Maraming salamat po. Alam ko, it's Thursday afternoon, traffic, binig nyo. Maraming salamat.
Thank you po, Miss Ellen. And I would like to request our panelists to please go in front of the table for our photo op. Radio Mindanao Network Marketing Media Ventures, Pep.ph, Linya Linya, Alapaa Printing, Best Choice Catering, Marikina Bakery, Profound Kitchen, Al Carbon Mexican Grill, Silingan Coffee, Com and Sense, Organization, the partner to the Lakambini, the man who portrayed the Supremo with respect and conviction. A national treasure embodying the wisdom and enduring heart of Oriang, the legendary Miss Gina Barreño. The award-winning filmmaker who laid the original artistic foundation for this project, Direk Jeffrey Hetovianos. The visionary who masterfully steered this creative meta-docu-fiction to completion, Direk Archimon Rebecca. The actress who portrayed the mother of Oriang, Miss Anne Faye. Also joining the parade are incredible talents from our supporting cast, Mr. Alan Paule, YD Diego from the cast of 2015, and Gary Bonin. A round of applause for the rest of the talented cast of Lakambini who filled every scene with historical laughter. And now the dedicated crew and production team, the true backbone of this decade-long journey, the Team Lakambini. Acknowledging also Dia Studios, Pepe Manika, and Miss Susan Africa Manika. The champion who refused to surrender the narrative, who persevered, our creative producer, accompanied by our supportive family, Miss Ellen Onqueco Morfil. A warm round of applause for the cast of Lakambini.
Pagpunta nyo, napunta dito sa atin. Medyo nagugulat ako dahil ang dami. So parang hindi ko siya inaasahan dahil ito naman ay mga kabisihan at effort ni na Direk Kailan ng grupo. So nung pagpunta ko dito at ang dami, nagulat din ako. So nagpapasalamat ako sa pagpunta nyo. And lalo pa yung mga bahagi ng pelikulang ito na Kasi may 2015 ito at meron ding 2025. So ang karamihan din sa mga cast and crew noong 2025 hindi ko na, ay noong 2015 ay hindi ko naman nakasalamuha. So hayaan niyo pa akong batiin din po kayo at sana magkakilala po tayo. So ito siguro din ang mystery nitong pelikula ito, magtatagpo tayo ngayon. So 2015, 2025, sama-sama tayo ngayon sa moment na ito. At yun, ang mga effort natin ay ito na yung pinapuntahan. Kaya sana rin yun na maipakita din namin na kami mga nagtapos ng pelikula ay sana magustuhan nyo ito. And siguro dagdag din na especially itong gabi na ito dahil somehow ito ang unang full length at isinama ko ang aking ina na nandito din sa mga galing ko sa Bicol, sinama na namin sa parang dito. And isang moment din na kanina habang pinagdarasan natin yung mga nauna na nakasama natin sa pelikula. Hayaan niyo din po ako magbigay pugay sa aking ama na kakahatid lang din namin sa huling hantungan. So napakagandang pagkakataon din sana ito na magsama kami pero wala, nauna na siya pero nagpapasalamat kami dahil ito ay dahil sa kanilang mga effort din kahit kami nandito. Kasi sabi ko nga kanina habang nag-ibis ako, although nakaitim ako at lagi naman talaga ako nakaitim sa buong buhay ko. Mapapansin niyo laging t-shirt ko itim at nabaman. Pero ang sinuot kong sapatos ay kulay blue kasi ito yung sapatos ni Papa na inuwi ko pag galing Bicol. Sabi ko, pagkakatayo ito kasama ko siya. So, nabigla na din ako na magsalita daw ako dito pero siguro pagkakataon din ito na makapagbigay ang pugay ako kasi iwan ko ba pumunta pa ako dito sa unahan. So na-invite ako. Pero yun nga, at least pagkakataon ko ito na makapagpasalamat. Salamat sa inyo lahat at salamat nga sa mga nakasama namin dito sa pelikula. Nandito man sila, nasa kabilang buhay na. Salamat po sa inyo lahat, pinagdarasa po namin. At sana pati nga si Kaoryang. Sana sabay na kayo manood dyan ni Kaoryang sa langit. Salamat po.